Thursday, 6th of July, we all woke up to Meta launching a new app. Now, I don't know if you've been living under a stone or something, but if you haven't heard, there's a new app in the online space, social media space called Threads. Now, if you have been on it, then you know that it looks like Twitter. And it has garnered a lot of following quite fast. Within less than a week, there were at 100 million signups, and everybody's talking about it. And you know I'm gonna talk about it because I'm a creator as well. So I want to discuss why I'm finding this exciting and actually answer one of the questions that I got when I was talking about it on Facebook. Is this another clubhouse? On this note, let's jump in. This is Biz with Tanya, brought to you by Wiz Digital Academy, a show for business athletes and online bosses who are ready to take up. Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Do you dream of financial freedom? Are you tired of the rat race and would like more time with your loved one and friends, making memories that will last you a lifetime? You may want to download Building a 20 Million Portfolio, How I Created Financial Freedom by Aurelian Amaka, a successful entrepreneur, founder of System IU, and author. So why not give it a try? Download Aurelian's book now and start building your own path to financial freedom by heading to tiny.cc/freedombee. So, if you are not familiar with who I am Tanya. I'm a business growth architect and marketing strategist, and I work with tech startups as well as consultancies to grow their market share by leveraging digital assets. So, obviously, it makes sense that when Threads came out, your girl was on it. Yeah, your girl was on it. And when I got in, I must say I'm enjoying this app. Now, let me put this into perspective for you so you can actually get the full grasp of the gist. I've never been on Twitter. I've used Twitter behind the scenes as somebody that was working with brands, or when I was still doing a lot of freelancing and managing accounts, but I've never been a fan of the Bluebird app. If you don't know why, there's such a thing called Black Twitter, baby. There's such a thing called Black Twitter, and Black Twitter wasn't about to drag me. So it always gave me anxieties, seeing how people would get dragged. I remember the there's always been some drama happening online, yeah. People getting dragged and stuff like that. And I found that people on Twitter can be vicious, right? People can be vicious. So I never got on it because your girl is about whole positive energy and I wasn't about to get drawn into that. So when Threads came through, I was like, okay, you know what? I miss Clubhouse because at the time and still now, I am not an Apple user for personal reasons. I've chosen to never actually use Apple products. If you want to know why, I'll probably link an article below. If you don't know, I'm originally from the DRC, and Apple was named as one of the companies that was benefiting from the cobalt mining in DRC that used children and also the children and people that were less fortunate and not paying them enough. So that has been my reason why I made a decision since I think for a couple of years now that I would never ever buy an Apple product. So when Clubhouse came out, in the beginning it was only Apple users and run on there, and eventually Androids came on. But I think by the time people got on, the fast had died down, and people were finding it difficult to grow because people on Apple had like 6 months prior to us from Android getting on, and I wasn't about that life. So I did enjoy it. It felt like an open room where you could actually meet different type of people. I enjoyed that kind of interaction. But yeah, like most people, we saw it die down. And companies such as LinkedIn created their own LinkedIn audio rooms because they saw that a lot of the creators were going on Clubhouse to create those audio rooms. So they created that and so that they could keep their creators. Now, this is why we are all going to enjoy this whole Threads situation because, baby, it's about to get a whole lot of fun. So, what am I enjoying about Threads? It feels like a networking room that you walk into. Think of a ballroom where you walk into the room, there are a lot of people, and you can eavesdrop on conversations. There's no DMs, there's no sliding in somebody DMs there. So it's still very much an open room and you see everybody on your timeline. You can see conversations. People you've followed for years and people you might not have followed and you're actually discovering new creators on there. First impressions in the past couple of days that I've used it close to a week now, you actually see that there is a lot of creators on the app. People are a lot different on threads than they probably on Instagram. There's no premium proper kind of behavior. People are having fun. People are letting their thoughts out. And a lot of people that were not on Twitter are actually on threads, like myself. So people are really having fun and enjoying it. You actually also get to see a lot more authenticity from creators because we all know like if a creator is on Instagram, because let's open a bracket here. A lot of people on threads, to get on threads, you have to have Instagram and you have to log in using your Instagram account. So a lot of people, when you're getting on thread, you are coming from your Instagram account and you can choose to follow people you followed on Instagram or not. And what happens is as more of your followers also get on the app, they also are you are suggested as people that they should follow. And yeah, that happens. So let's close this brackets because I didn't touch on that. So what happens is that if you follow people that you followed on Instagram, you get to see another side of them. You actually, there are people that I followed that was like, yo, girl, you were funny this whole time. I never knew you had such a personality. And so you get to see a different side of people and you're like, oh my gosh, this is a real person. This is somebody that is a lot similar like to me. So there's not this whole curated feed that often we had on Instagram or on LinkedIn or whatever. So there is a creator that made a post that said, and I'll put up the post here where he said that it has chaos like Twitter, community like LinkedIn, and that's I believe prestige like Instagram, but I'll put up the post here. But that's the gist of what I found, and I agree. So it has that community feeling of LinkedIn, and it has that chaotic vibe that Twitter would give, but still at a great part. It's a lot more positive. There's I haven't seen any dragging on there happening as of yet, but it's still baby steps, right? So those are the things that I'm enjoying. Open rooms, open conversations. You are having conversations on your feed. People that have never known you are discovering you and what I've and I'm not really active on Instagram anymore. But what I've noticed is that the more active I'm on threads, the more people leave threads and follow me on Instagram and we have conversations there. So that's something that I'm noticing.
We will be back shortly with your episode. Right now, let's hear a quick word from today's episode sponsor.
Are you looking for a simple way to start making sales? Then you'll want to check out our coaching program, Easy Sales Blueprint. Finally, an easy way to sell your program or service. Discover the simple steps to creating a lucrative coaching or consulting business. The Easy Sales Blueprint gives you a step-by-step method to easily make more sales without spending all day on social media, cold outreach, and hitting the door to try a good old-fashioned door-to-door sales system. Apply today by heading to tiny.cc/get-more-sales to find out how we can help you achieve online sales success. Entrepreneurship can be a lonely road to travel despite choosing a path that allows you to build wealth and make a real impact. It often feels like you're on this journey all by yourself. The desire to work from anywhere is fantastic, but you also yearn for a community of like minded. You crave the chance to exchange ideas, learn from others facing similar challenges, collaborate, and forge new connections in the business world. Your friends and family may love and support you, but they don't really understand what you're going through. They are content with their 9 to 5 jobs, leaving you with no one to talk to about your entrepreneurial dreams. If only there were a community of fellow entrepreneurs, a place where you could find advice and support from those who truly get it. Imagine this, an oasis of for entrepreneurs where you can quench your thirst for connection and fuel your ambition to succeed. Business Grid Insider is the community you've been waiting for. It's designed exclusively for entrepreneurs, founders, consultants, and freelancers like yourself. Here you can find a tribe of like minded individuals ready to uplift, inspire, and help you overcome the challenges that come with building your empire. Expand your business network and explore new partnerships and collaboration opportunities. Enjoy exclusive resources, webinars, and workshops designed to enhance your entrepreneurial skills. Join Business Grid Insider today and unlock a world of support, knowledge, and opportunities to propel your entrepreneurial success to new heights. Head to tiny.cc slash business grid insider. So, how am I going to be using threads? So one thing I love about threads, right, is that I can create quotes, send it to Instagram, download it, and reuse it. So how I've been using threads, for example, is I will write a quote, send it to my stories on Instagram, download the picture, and use it as an image on LinkedIn. Now, one thing I've noticed was doing that is that when I do that, my engagement, my impressions shoot up. And it's something that also happened was Instagram. Whenever you would post quote posts, usually your engagement would shoot up, right? So for me, that's that. So I don't have to use Canva for that. This is quick. Within 5 minutes, I've created that and I don't have to leave my phone. That's the first one. Secondly, I'm going to be leveraging it to connect with more people. Right now, engagement on threads is off the roof, right? And one thing I'm noticing is that a lot of people that have my following, that have the people that I would normally love to work with, are also on threads. So what I'm going to be doing is actually using that to my advantage and actually connecting with those people, engaging on their content, finding the people that are following them and engaging on them content. And I'm actually trying to do that intentionally, to do a couple of them, like a few 10, 20, 30 per day. And that actually gets me in front of those people. And what happens with that is most of these people go back to Instagram to check you out. Now, you also need to be active on Instagram. So this is why I'm actually thinking of getting back into Instagram and actually posting quality contents, the same quality content that I post on LinkedIn on there, but differently. So we all know on Instagram, carousels are off the roof. I'm definitely not on Reels, baby. I'm definitely not on Reels, but I am going to try to re to use the quotes and turn that into quote reels on Instagram so that you can help with engagement and actually get my content out there. Goal is to post on Instagram at least twice a week or maybe thrice a week, but that will be the maximum. I can't do anymore. I'm already quite active on LinkedIn, and this is just going to be so that when people leave threads to check me out, they can see that I'm active. That even though I still have quite a bit of content on there that I can engage with and we can have conversations with. And also, what I'm doing is whenever somebody follows me, now I'm actually intentionally creating conversations with them and actually getting into the DMs and thanking them for following me and asking them, how did you find me? And then starting conversations in this manner. I think this is something that we tend to forget to do. And I think now with threads, that is helping me. And I'm also going to be engaging in the DMs with people that have followed me back, that have followed me on threads, and I'm actually going to be going to the DMs to thank them for following me on threads and trying to find out more about them and actually building those relationships. So this is my current strategy that I'm testing out for threads. Of course, feel free to create your own, but this I saw that this is something that somebody could actually need, and this is what I feel is going to really help somebody out there. And if you would like, and if you're a founder or a business owner and you would like to create, you want to have a conversation about this, feel free to book a consultation in the description box with me or my team, and we could always have those discussion around threads. But essentially, what I want to bring your attention to is that threads is not going to be your saving grace. If at the core of everything, your messaging is off, your brand positioning is off, and you don't understand why your people buy. And for all of that, I will be posting these videos up here that you want to check out. We actually have these conversations in depth. And also there is a masterclass, a 50-minute workshop actually that we've recorded where it's literally me dumping everything I know about revenue, most of this dumping revenue acceleration into that presentation for you so that you can get a full grasp of the concept of revenue growth acceleration. But essentially, don't get on threads thinking that, okay, now you are just going to post motivational posts, and that's how people are going to find you and want to buy from you. If you're a business owner, that strategy does not work. I don't know who needs to hear this, but posting motivational content on social media does not translate into sales. You have to know what to post. So this is why you need to know what it is that you need to post to actually have conversations with your prospects. Because at the end of the day, and this is something I stand till the end of times, I will stand behind until my bank starts accepting likes and comments as bank deposits. Engagement on social media is not a real performance metric for your business unless you're a content creator that just creates content for entertainment. Then obviously engagement should be what you're running after. Even if you're a business owner looking to grow a business off of the back of the content that you create, engagement is not what you're looking for, right? And this is something that you need to understand. There are levels to prospects, right? And the sophisticated buyers, the more established businesses that you're speaking to, the most established um, buyer you're speaking to, they will not engage. If you are speaking to people that have $1 million businesses and stuff like that, they consume in quiet. If you're speaking to me, I'm a lurker, right? I don't really engage on people's content unless if I follow you and I really read your content, it's often because I have every intention of working with you at the right time. This could be a partnership, this could be um, via me paying you for a service. But usually, when I look at how I consume content, it's not through engagement. I consume, process, and assess. This is usually your high value buyers. This is how they make decisions. If they are investors, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a video up here actually walking you through the personalities of the different people that buy, and I'll link it up here. But I'm an investor as a buyer, right? I am an investor, and this is how I make decisions. So I make decisions for the long term. So how I make decision is not like if you're telling me today you need to buy, I'm not gonna buy because I need to make a decision that does fit into my long term plans. And this is even like one of my friends once said, the colors in your house, don't mind that. My face broke, but the colors in your house usually um shows what type of person you are because even from my couch to my clothes, I go with neutral colors. Black, nude, brown, beige, gray. Those are usually what you can find in my cupboards. Some red as well. That means that I love a little bit of fun here and there. But it's because I invest in pieces that I don't want something that will just be on trend today and will be out tomorrow. And this is the same way I make financial decisions. I invest. So how I invest in clothing is the same way I invest in making decisions for my business, right? So this is how sophisticated buyers make decisions. So most of the time they will not engage. Most of the time they will not like your comment, your post. But however, if you want people to engage more, then you don't want to sell premium packages, because then premium packages, people that buy premium packages will not be engaging like that. So always be aware of how you approach creating content and what is the content that you're creating. So you need to be aware of that, whether you're on Threads, LinkedIn, whatever. But on this note, this is what I wanted to share with you on the subject of threads. Let me know, are you on threads? Let me know in the comments. Are you on threads? Are you going to be joining threads? What do you think of it so far? And how are you going to be using it? Leave a comment, tell people, let's help a family member out here. Here it's the Business Assist family. So we need you to comment and help a sister or brother out. On this note, I will leave you with that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.